Welcome to Wonderland Weekly, hosted by Toronto Ty. Now sit back and have a wonderful week.
Hey everyone, Toronto Ty back here at the park again this week. Last week was so much fun. Once again, thanks to all the guys at Ace and Canada's Wonderland for organizing that event. It was absolutely incredible. Hopefully you guys checked out the video from last week. One of my favorite shots is me in the tunnel with Vortex going by in the background. You can just see a little bit of it going alongside the track, but yeah, really super cool. So one note here from the parking lot, the preferred parking lot is not available. It has been taken down, I'm assuming for the rest of the season, and yeah, even still, the parking lot is ridiculously full. As you can see, it goes all the way down there. So yeah, that is really crazy. And then huge line to get in. It's about 12:30 right now, 12:45. So yeah, it's going to be a very busy day in the park. But you know, I'm here to show off all that's new, and also going to be checking out Oktoberfest. So it is the last weekend before Halloween Haunt starts, and they have this isn't a graveyard. What is happening? I mean, it's, you know, very fall inspired, very autumn-ish, but that's where is my graveyard? The graveyard that I love so much. Yeah, I'm not pleased with this. I mean, I do like all these decorations. I really do. I really do. But yeah, they're not haunt. And well, it looks like they're not even finished. I guess we'll see more next week. You know what? I don't know. Why not use like Peanuts Putt Putt for this or something? Because it does tie into you know, Camp Spooky very well, but it's not haunt. And yeah, I want my graveyard back. See, now I love this. I love this little setup here. That's great. And I do really appreciate seeing that. I miss my graveyard. Alright, so I did get my collector's sign. Man, I have quite the collection of these at this point. I do wish that they were a little bit more specialized each year. Even having a year on them would be nice. But yeah, always great to get these. And yeah, gonna check out some of the entertainment, get some of the food options, and overall, really enjoy the event. Really enjoy how you know, how cozy it is. It's nice. Happy Wanderers are playing right now, which is great. I really like them as a group. It really does give an authentic Oktoberfest feel, in my opinion. And I have already decided what I'm going to be getting for food options. I'm going to be getting the chicken schnitzel for my first meal and the turkey knackwurst for my second meal. So yeah, that's going to be fun. I am kind of already regretting getting my drink, you know, before filming everything, because this is hard to do, to film while holding a drink, to get my camera out and put it away and all that. But you know, I want to finish my drink well before I start driving home. Please drink responsibly. That is my firm stance on that. I'll be here for several hours before I try to drive home. So that's yeah, just my little friendly PSA. I was going to try out the sweet mustard, and put it on, the lid popped right off, so I really hope that I like this monster. That is very, very unfortunate. They've got a bit of a different silk blocker here this weekend. So yeah, that's really nice to see them switching it up a little bit. Yeah, really, really great.
In heaven there is no beer, that's why we drink it here. And when we're all gone from here, our friends will be drinking all the beer, oh yeah. In heaven there is no wine, so we drink till we feel fine. And when we leave this all behind, our friends will be drinking all the wine, oh.
Just a few notes as I'm here in front of Leviathan. There was quite a bit of information that was released about WinterFest on Wonderland's website over the past few days. And Leviathan Plaza is going to be home to Mrs. Claus's Kitchen, as well as one show. I think it's the Holly Jolly Trolley. Yeah, so that sounds like fun. It's interesting that they're putting it like in front of Leviathan. I mean, of course, Leviathan is not going to be open, but it's interesting that they're putting it just apparently outdoors, like just in front of the ride. Yeah, that just seems kind of odd to me. Also, they did update which rides will and won't be open for Winterfest. And oddly enough, Wild Nightmares is one of the rides that will be open for Winterfest. That's really great to see that there is going to be at least one thrill ride open. Sadly, the Antique Carousel and Swing of the Century will not be open. Yeah, I don't fully understand that decision. I'm assuming that it's just because they don't want to have to set up block points further along in Grand World Exposition of 1890. But yeah, still like a little sad. Just because those seem like such great attractions to be open during Winterfest. Lots of additional pumpkin decorations up here as we get closer toward Kidsville, which is really, really great. And also you can see one of the trees in the background there believes that it is fall, while the others have not yet gotten the message yet, which with this weather, I don't blame them. But yeah, really great to see all these pumpkin decorations. I'm sure there are plenty more in Kidsville and Planet Snoopy, and I will be checking them out a little bit later. All right, over here, getting another great view of this incredibly beautiful coaster. Just I wanted to note a couple of updates regarding the Halloween Haunt Park map, which has been uploaded to CanadaSWonderland.com. The designated smoking area here is not listed for some reason. I hope that that's true, that that's not a designated smoking area. Not that people seem to pay much attention to the designated smoking areas during Haunt anyway. But the other note is that they do list these washrooms on the park map, which indicates that they will be open. Interesting, considering they still have no signs here, and it appears to just be closed up for the season. So yeah, not quite sure what's going on with that, but you know, I am perfectly happy if you want to open these washrooms up for Haunt. I just don't understand why they can't be open during the day as well. Here in front of, I don't even know what to say, the mess hall, the Splashworks entrance, which is not open. I'd really like to point out, I love the fence that they've got here for Splashworks. It really does solidly flows off the pathway. It feels relatively permanent while still having that little indicator, that Splash Works is closed for the season. The other thing I would like to note, oddly, the Splash Surf Shop, or Muskoka Beachwear, as I believe it's called now, it's open today. I don't know quite why, but it is very hot out, so maybe they're thinking that people will realize how hot it is, want to go on Timberwolf Falls, which is the only water ride open, and then buy a bathing suit and go on. I don't know, but yeah, just really interesting choice to have it open today. Over here, Toxic Party Zone is underway. All the preparations for it. Yeah, it looks great. Giant stage for it. Well, maybe not giant, but decent sized stage. As well as this whole pathway of lights and stuff. Yeah, so that's good to see. I'm really curious to see how this party zone works out. But I will say I feel like they could use a stage here permanently, and not necessarily right here, but I'm hesitant to say, but I feel like maybe that would be a good replacement for Orbiter's plot of land, just because this area doesn't really have any shows or anything. The park is a little lopsided that way, with all the entertainment really being on the north side of the park / in the middle, but there's not really any entertainment here on the south side. So that would be really, really nice to see that become more or less a permanent thing. The Devil's Circus stage is all set up. That looks great. Also, the Gatekeeper Griffins are here for some reason. I like them. I really like that design for a stuffed animal, but just kind of weird to see them outside of Cedar Point, as I've mentioned in a previous video. And then we've got some haunt decorations going up here in Expo. Woo! Creepy hag faces. Nice to see Ghostly Pines being all set up. Really like that. Really like this scare zone. It's it's a longtime favorite. I Am Gone, really great. Yeah, I don't know how many of you remember that there was that this area actually used to be in front of Time Warp along that pathway, but they recently moved it here along this pathway. I really love this bed. I think this is new. I can't remember this being here before, but that is really, really great. Yeah, they've got the Graves family tombstone here, which I know is hard to see, but yeah, really, really great. Here lieth ye, body of never heals. Yeah, it feels like an extension of what Ghoster Coaster has for all of that stuff. And then you've got a giant jack-o'-lantern here taking over the globe here at the entrance to Grand World Exposition of 1890. This year it's got a stem. I definitely do not remember it having a stem in previous years. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, rather interesting. Another fun little note, as came out with the slew of information about WinterFest, the Santa Claus meet and greet will be happening here in Expo. I'm not quite sure if it's going to be in All the Rage or in the Old Time Photos building. I believe it's going to be All the Rage, just because It sounds like it's going to be a bigger thing, and definitely will have more of a crowd. It'll be nice to have a queue for it, because that will definitely be necessary. But yeah, just another little fun detail. Another thing coming to Grand World Expo for WinterFest is the Season of Lights. Sounds very familiar, almost similar to Festival of Lights down at Niagara Falls. But yeah, it's going to be celebrating a bunch of different holidays. I really, really love that idea. Just having all sorts of different displays up. I'm definitely going to check it out, the first day that I'm here for WinterFest. A couple notes as I head into Camp Snoopy after finishing up my beer and placing that mug away in my car. I feel like that would look really awkward if I were walking through Planet Snoopy with my beer mug. Yeah, they've actually set up some patio stones here and opened the chain here so that people can actually get this as a proper photo op. That makes a lot of sense because, people were hopping over the fence or under the fence anyway, or the chain rather. So it makes sense to just open it up and allow people to take those photos, just permit them to do that. So yeah, really, really great there. This area here, along this pathway, according to the WinterFest website update, is going to be Candy Cane Lane. So really exciting there. I love that because this area, I mentioned just recently how I feel like they could do some more just little things along this pathway to greet people into Planet Snoopy. Yukon Striker, as seen from all the way back here in Planet Snoopy. How awesome is that? I love this coaster so much. And happiness definitely is a day at Planet Snoopy. Peanuts Putt Putt is, of course, going to be replaced by Beagle Brigade Airfield for 2020. Plus, from what I hear, they are going to be doing some additional little improvements to this area. So that's really, really exciting. But during WinterFest, it is going to be transformed into Charlie Brown's Tree Lot. Now, I'm a little confused about it. I don't think that you're going to be able to actually purchase a tree, but rather it's going to be a little bit of another maze-like type of adventure through some pine trees or Christmas trees, looking for that cute little one that needs a little love. So that's going to be really, really cute. I'm interested to see exactly, how that works out. Also over here by Kidsville Station, which of course will not be open for WinterFest, since rain makes it have to close, so of course snow will do the same. But interestingly, they are going to have a little bit of a show in front of this building with the 4 drummers drumming. So yeah, that's a good use of space. I think that's going to be really, really, really nice. Also worth noting is Playhouse Theater is going to be open for WinterFest, as will be the Parents Rest Zone, which will be converted into, I believe, some type of candy shop. Sally Brown is also going to have some type of craft thing going on, so that kids will be able to make a couple crafts while they're here in Kidsville, not in Planet Snoopy, but in Kidsville. So yeah, really, really interesting to see that. I'm not sure exactly where it's going to go here, but yeah, that'll be fun to check out. I am super excited to check out everything for WinterFest. I am honestly shocked by the fact that all these trees already have the string lights on them. It's really, really incredible, but I feel like, if you could do it that quickly, why do it now? I don't know. I am happy. I'm just confused. But it is worth noting that the majority of Kidsville here is going to be closed during WinterFest. So you will not see frequent flyers, any of Zoom Zone, or any of these rides over here open. It's going to stop right about here. Not sure if these restaurants are going to be open, but I think that would make sense. I mean, they do have lights on this tree over here, so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say that they probably will have these restaurants open, but other than that, this whole area is going to be closed, which makes sense, but it's gonna be strange to have just a dead end here. Wonderland has really stepped up their game with festival-related desserts. This is really great to see. Yeah, apple. They've got an apple strudel, candy apple style thing. Black forest cake, which is fudge, and then also cheddar pretzel ale popcorn. All to tie in with Oktoberfest. That is really great. Yeah, I really love this decision, this direction that they've been going in. So, yeah, I don't know if I'll be checking them out myself, but just I love that they've got all these different options. Right here we've got the Cat and the Oktoberfest Express, and I am going to be eating my turkey tacos. Really excited to try this. I was not a fan of the various mustard, but everything else on it is great. One more update here on International Street. They seem to have installed some electrical wires in order to plug in all the lights for WinterFest. It's fairly subtle, but they've installed it here as well as on the Castle Drawbridge. Here, not quite as subtle with the outlet hanging down that way. They also put in these little rings, again, also on the Castle Drawbridge, which I'm sure are there to hang either lights or garland. Totally makes sense. I don't love them just because they do, in my opinion, stand out a little bit. I think just mainly because they're so new. They look new compared to everything else. But, it's great to see them doing all this prep work. Absolutely beautiful. And we have the return of the "Please keep off fresh sod" signs. Yay! Been a while since these have been here, but yeah, they did throw down a bunch of extra grass seeds, so that is really great to see. I don't know if that quite qualifies as sod, but yeah, still really good to see them, trying to take care of this grass here. Well, that about does it for another day here in the park, another week here in the park, yeah, next weekend is Halloween Haunt. I am going to try to do the full day experience on the Saturday, checking out Camp Spooky during the day and then doing Halloween Haunt at night. The tree lights here, these ones appear to be connected, or maybe not. Maybe there are just like random trees which have their lights on, but yeah, there is more than just the one, but it is very random. It keeps being a different one. Yeah, but anyway, it was a good day, very busy. Didn't get on any rides because even the single rider line for Yukon Striker was very long. And you know what? I just enjoyed the Oktoberfest, enjoyed checking out everything that was new. So, until next time, have a good one.
Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to like the video, comment with anything you'd like me to cover in the future, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and support me on Patreon so that I can visit more parks and create more wonderful videos.